And I wanted to just mention that if you are beginning to adopt these beliefs as we go along, the thinking that we have and that our self-talk will change. And then again, as we do that, it would overflow into the people around us, and they would begin to wonder how that's possible, or why we think that way. So that's probably how change occurs, not only in ourselves but those around us, because as we change the way we think, we change our self-talk, and then we change the way that we talk to other people. And I'm just briefly looking at a lot of our sayings here that we've had in the past, and I can see how that would definitely affect what we say. Okay, well, here we go. The number of years that you're alive is insignificant. It doesn't matter at all. Just that one change, one way of believing, you can see how it would change the way that we live. Interesting how just one simple change of one belief affects things. It would be a big change. And yet, a simple one. It just doesn't matter. How old are you? Doesn't matter. When were you born? Doesn't matter. Well, yeah, it does. I need to know that. No, you don't. You don't need to know that. Forget it. Just let it go. It's easy. That would be easy to do. So within our culture, and within the people around you and the groups around you and who you run into, even though you have to state your age frequently, begin to think of it as less and less significant. Don't put as much emphasis on it. Don't fall into the traps that are connected with it, or the beliefs. And at least for yourself, you can free yourself from those limiting beliefs. When you state your number of years, it won't have the emphasis or the feeling or the emotion that is normally behind it, that you would feel when you believe all of these things connected with it. And you can do that. In your terms, your point of reality and power is, once more, in your current experience. A realization of this would allow you, at any age, to draw upon qualities and knowledge that, quote, existed, unquote, in your past, or, quote, will exist, unquote, in your future. Your ages are probable. And then in brackets is the word simultaneous. It says, don't pretend. Make sure you understand what you really believe and follow your beliefs. You can change your beliefs, but don't pretend. Okay? And then the next thing he says, he's reminding us once more, our power is now, in this moment. And then he also reminds us, and I have to go to the end of the paragraph before I can come back, that all existences are probable, which means simultaneous, they all exist now, and that you can draw upon abilities not only that you have, shall we say, have from your past, you can draw upon abilities that you have from your future. Now, in a way, I would say this is a scandalous idea. However, because we have been slowly working our way up to this point of understanding, now it's not so outrageous. But what he's literally saying is this: you can draw into this probable present moment right now abilities that you haven't even developed yet. So it basically opens up everything. And not only that, you don't have to have developed them in this official lifetime. You can have developed them in other probable lifetimes that you are living. Okay, so basically this moment right now is open to all possibilities right at the moment. And resolve to change through both thought and action. And the next sentence I underlined. Action is thought in physical motion, outwardly perceived. It says, if you were 20, you'll be able to draw upon the wisdom you imagine you would have at 30. All right? You can substitute different ages in there, and you can substitute a different characteristic. So you can draw upon wisdom or whatever it is you choose. And, of course, it says if you were 20, so you would insert whatever age you're at right now. And then, as far as the age of 30, you can change to whatever you want. But the sentence is underlined in order to give you a hint. And the hint is this. This is a true statement. And therefore, if this is a true statement, you can bring the qualities that you have not even developed yet into the present moment. I'm going to end this last sentence here with something that I hope you remember. You need to do this.
I have future wisdom now.
Okay, and that sounds good to me, and that's only 5 words. So let's use that. I have future wisdom now. And even though it'll make people go, huh? That's okay. I have future wisdom now. And that is the 5 words for today. I have future wisdom now. And I'm just going to mention, you do have to do the exercise. I'll give you an example of how you can do it. You sit quietly, give yourself 5 or 10 minutes, close your eyes, emphasize to yourself mentally that all of your power is now in the present moment. Once you feel that and understand that and believe that, imagine your probable self in the future at whatever age it is, and then imagine that characteristic that it is that you are going to draw into the present moment, and imagine it in one huge block coming into your future, through the future, into the present moment, and engulfing you and becoming you, and believe this occurred, and allow it to settle and feel the difference, and then slowly wake yourself back up, open your eyes. And that's an example of how to do this. You do have to do it. You have to go through that action. And what I described, basically it can be done in a couple minutes if you get good at it.